Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. You haven't missed me for a few days because I was on the road. I'm back now, back at the charts, and we're seeing some interesting stuff. So without further ado, let's start diving into the charts. But not before I ask you to like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are in the descriptions. Now let's get to the charts and all the interesting stuff that we find for BTC. And here you're looking at BTC USD pair on the 4 hourly, and as you can see I kind of cleaned up the chart a little bit, nothing crazy, and I extended the volume fixed range so that you can have the latest updates and some levels. And this is already the picture that we're looking at for a long time, where we are slowly making a little bit higher lows and higher highs, and we're asking ourselves, are we in a new market structure? Are we having a rally up? Or on the broader picture, if we're zooming out on the daily, is this just a tiny relief rally from our big fall here from the top? Some relief, fall down, some relief, and then another fall down. That is something that we are going to look at right now. So again, this is the 4 hourly. There was some movement during the weekend. I haven't traded at all. Matter of fact, I haven't traded at all in the last, was it 3 days or so? But now there is some interesting stuff, because the question is a little bit, are we going higher or lower from here? Because that might set the tone for the rest of the week, because the last few days we did not have a lot of volatility. I am going to show you right away what levels I am looking out for on the downside, and of course we are using then our magical fib retracement, and that is actually here from the bottom to the top, and then we have a golden pocket right here at 22,100 to, let's say, 22,050. That will be a really nice area. But as you can see, I also draw a red line that is a wick here, and that for me is also an important level. If you extend it also to the left, you see that we have a lot of touch points. That is 25,000, let's say 600-ish. If we are breaking that, then of course the golden pocket where I'm looking at, and then we right away have this diagonal support zone that I kind of drew, not dollar exact, but it's just kind of connecting the bottoms here, as you can see. So if we wick a little bit lower, it's fine. We also did it here, but it kind of shows you a little bit at where we are right now. And if we are really going lower than this golden pocket, I will draw out a few levels on the downside where I'm looking at. But right now the movement is actually not that big, because if I just zoom out for just a little bit and I'm looking here at the last few days, so this is Friday, I think, is this red candle, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yeah, that's exactly correct. And then I'm looking at what we did, we're talking about 3% or so, knowing that this started off end of July. Now in August is probably kind of summer recess kind of thing, not really a lot is going on. A lot of traders are taking it slow, especially in August. Usually in the stock markets it's very quiet. Some people already sold off their positions a little bit earlier in June or July to cover up their positions and to go all cash, because the summer usually the movements are a little bit less. So that could be a reason. Sometimes it is also a signal or a reset from something that happened before, or what we are going to see. What am I meaning? Well, we have two very big fat green candles here, and of course we also have a average movement a day measured over a very long period of time. You can do 100 days or 365 days, 200 days, whatever. But that daily volatility is usually somewhere between 3.5 to 4.5% measured over a long period of time. So if you then have a few days where you have a lot of movement and big fat candles, then you need a few days to kind of reset that average again. So that could be the idea behind it. Or as you could say, you know what, we are now taking it very slowly, and we are going to see one day or another where we're going to have massive movement to the upside or to the downside. On the daily, I have to say, on the market Cipher B, not very interesting, other than that we have a bearish divergence here. As you can see, momentum waves going a little bit lower. Money flow still not in the green. It takes us a very long time. We're kind of just grinding on that zero line right now, and it looks like with a little bit of bad luck that we're rolling over. Here's the price, as you can see, making a new high, and then this of course in lower high, so that is then our bearish divergence. Also at the same time, we're having the RSI here on the top very split, so not very strong in this move to the upside, meaning that this bear divergence could play out. I just mentioned the targets where I'm looking out for. If we go much lower, I will come back at it ASAP. On the 4 hourly then, there it looks a little bit different. There we're having the RSIs here thick together. That looks good. And if we just made a bottom here, as you can see, we have this 2 yellow lines drawn out. Those are already tops from all the way back here, and they serve as support and resistance all the way through. This is a beautiful example of where you can see those 2 yellow lines working as support and resistance. Very nice. At 22,795 and 23k, you can see that some of these candles just top out exactly at that level. So I really like to recommend you to sometimes just extend those support and resistance lines or trend lines, and you see that then later on it comes in place. But like I was saying, if we are really bouncing off from here, then this hurdle that we have to take is right now the value area high, that thick blue line from this volume node that we just draw out for an extensive period of time. That needs to hold. That is, I think, what a lot of people are looking at. A little bit biased because in some exchanges it's a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Most exchanges we are still above the value area high. Also right now here on the Bitfinex, but that is what a lot of people are looking out for. What is in favor of the story is that we have a green dot here, money flow a little bit curving, VWAP higher, so a little bit of a move to the upside is definitely in the cards right here, but it just goes so slowly and not so much volume. That makes me a little bit cautious right now. This is the movement on the 1 hourly. Now if you were long from approximately this level, happy days, and you also could have longed because you had a beautiful bullish divergence right here. Price going lower, momentum waves going higher, money flow was not really yet in your favor. It kind of picks up in the last moment, and there you see the money flow going higher, RSI is higher, momentum wave higher, VWAP going higher, perfectly playing out right now. That's a very nice trade. I didn't catch it, but congratulations if you did. Then on the 15 minutes, nothing really special. The only thing that I noticed is that except for a few tiny green parts here at the bottom, look at this. The money flow is already almost 3 days in the red. That I found pretty crazy to see so far. Let's quickly then look at some levels to the upside. So let's say this is the bottom. Then what are the levels that I'm looking out for? I have bad news. There's quite some resistance above us. If we are pulling a fib first to this spike right here, then you see that right now we are bouncing off that 0.5. That is approximately at 23,450. That also coincides with the top here, a wick here to the top, and then now this top, and we'll also have a little bit of a top here. Yeah, so those actually then the most important. Than 0.5, that's a little bit ugly. Then of course the golden pocket between 23,630 and 23,680. If we extend this fib to this top right here, then we're having a golden pocket at 23,944 to 24,000. Let's say we also breach that, so we had a golden pocket somewhere around here, then this one. Then I want to see the top being recovered, and then we still have our golden pocket here at 25,000 approximately, and that is a golden pocket that we drew out already quite some time ago. Let me see, that was from a opening of a week right here all the way to the bottom right there, and we have not touched that yet. So this candle that you're seeing, this top right here, did not reach that 61.8, so not the golden pocket, not the 61.8. There is a little bit of space left, so it's going to be interesting to see if we are really reversing, if we can recover all of those levels here on the top and eventually the golden pocket. Would we also breach that just in case? Then you really have all the levels to the upside downside. We had this wick a long time ago. That was from when we were trading it at approximately 29k. That is right here. I have that wick at 26,595. Above there, I think there's not a lot of resistance, a lot of thin air. Then I think it's a swift move up to 29k. But those are the major levels that I'm looking out for right now. Like I said, not really in a trade. I closed my shorts. on a nice profit. You also see that on the YouTube channel where I posted some of it, and later on I closed the rest. So yeah, happy days. And then I was just cash for a little bit, and now I'm kind of coming back to the charts to see what I can find. So these are then now the major levels. Quickly head over to the DXY because this is interesting. We have drew out this box for a long time already as support and resistance. We left it finally. Then we have this yellow line that we also drew out already before. That's 105. Went underneath, now over. So what I'm hoping or looking out for is that we are going to retest this box just to hit it once, tap it, and then go lower again. Then we are really establishing a high and then just lower highs constantly, and here lower lows, and then we really for me we have a very nice move to the downside. BTC can then of course rally up because when the dollar index is pumping, BTC is dumping, and the other way around. So when this will dump again, the BTC can pump up. That will be nice. Reclaiming this box, of course, reclaim us in staying there or go higher, would flip this scenario upside down. Then this is pumping, and then BTC is dumping, and then of course I'm looking out for those levels that I already said before. The golden pocket, maybe this kind of support and resistance line, and of course at that wick here that we drew out at shy from 22,600. Quickly to the S&P. This is actually interesting. We're right here at the 4 hourly. Have to say, on the bull side, looks pretty good. As you can see, making new highs. Also here the momentum waves are to the upside. Money flow goes higher. So we are kind of on the roll when it comes down to the S&P. Percentage wise, very nice actually, from the bottom all the way to where we are right now. 12% for the S&P. That's quite a lot. I know in crypto that's a bit of a joke. But here it's quite a lot. But I drew this resistance line earlier, and especially when you zoom out on the daily, you can see that this resistance line actually comes quite nice in play. So yeah, if we are rolling over here, then I still have first this weekly level approximately at 3900-ish, and after that we are kind of coming back into this trading zone right here. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, we're still very much in a bear market. So right now I am treating this as just a pump up, a relief rally to the upside before we are going lower. So far I am not really impressed. I mean, yes, it was a nice move, but you actually more want to see maybe like a W pattern or a longer period of time where we are really creating higher bottoms, and just this move up from the last week or 2 or 3, so it's not really that impressive. Every video I'm asking you to follow me on Twitter, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I post multiple times a day all kinds of good stuff that I find in crypto, in the world of finance, economics, and all that kind of good stuff. Today I retweeted a video. In less than a minute you learn exactly why BTC is backed and why this is so interesting. We have something from Nomad Bridge being half for 200 million. Right away the stock is just plummeting. So now and then I post a meme because I absolutely love meme and all the kind of stuff and art, and that really makes my day. But also very serious stuff, as here where you can see that the UK government is maybe pro BTC, stuff about inflation, why BTC was already invented actually a long time ago, why I'm looking out for. Also here I saw this coming out from Shell with the numbers, so I definitely wanted to tweet that. So just check that out like once or twice a day. I think there's really good stuff in there. And also in the meantime you can follow me on Instagram, where I also post multiple times a day, so definitely try to check that out. Alright guys, let's be honest, the markets are a little bit sideways, not so much movement, but I am staying on guard, because if we are suddenly getting a ferocious move to the upside or to the downside, and I see my indicators saying this is a buy, this is a sell, then I will go long or short to make that that next swing move. But right now, as you can see, it's a little bit tight with all the levels, and like I said, maybe we have a bit of a summer recess, so let's be careful. Take it day by day, level by level, trade by trade. And of course I would also highly appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything, leave me a comment, share this video with your friends you think is useful. Feel free again to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and see you guys very soon again in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye.